All right, we are parked. Got to get the gear on. We're doing Mount Ka'ala, the highest peak on the island. Then I get my gear on. Luckily, the temperature seems pretty good. I'm gonna try to beat any thunder. It's 6:30 in the morning, by the way, so I'm starting early. But I'm in the middle of nowhere. So the hike starts off up a road, so things are looking easy at first. There's your view down to the coast. We had to drive inland quite a bit to get to where we were. So the mountain's only a little over 4,000, obviously sea level 0. So I don't know where we're going. I don't know if we're going straight for that saddle. Let's try to figure it out for you. It looks like our bearing's straight ahead. All right, so somehow the GPS is off. Like, my location's fine, but it says right around here I should be dropping like 600-700 feet. I'm clearly not. So something seems off with the GPS track. So there's a little sun shelter here. It's labeled on the map. But yeah, the GPS track elevation is completely off. There's no up and down spikes. This is just straight up. So it's not gonna be 5,400 feet. It's probably gonna be closer to 4,000, which means this is gonna be quicker and easier than I was expecting. So yeah, make sure you check the facts. Check the facts, Jack. Just the facts. So we've hit a junction in the woods. There's an arrow, there's some tape. There seems to be a trail that we're close to the point where it's kind of cuts left. So I think, I'm not sure on this. I think we want to cut down, but it shouldn't really drop much. Pink tape, I think pink tape's the ticket, but I'm gonna keep, it's very spooky and eerie. I'm way down in the shadows. So popping up on the other side of the drainage and continuing up now. Should steepen up. We're on single track now. All right, it looks like things are finally starting to steepen up here, just looking ahead, and now I'm looking at the topo. We're heading straight up a rib, which you can't even see, up to the higher ridge. We're a little over 1,800 feet now, and we got to get up to, I think it was 4,000, over 4,000 maybe. Yeah, just over 4,000. So long way to go. But like I said, this stupid elevation profile is completely off. So it's all up aside from some little mini down. Like I said, maybe 50 feet, and maybe there was another 30-foot drop on the road. But yeah, no big spikes. But now it's gonna be hammer time. Probably got like a steep 1,000 feet up to the main ridge, I would guess. So this is gonna be a slow next 1,000 feet, I think. So we have a couple ropes in places, totally unnecessary, just very steep class 2. But I must say, this is the most pleasant hike so far of the trip in terms of mud. There's no mud, there's no bushwhackiness. It's just like a nice dry trail. I'm still gonna be soaked from the humidity, but, and it's very steep, but very manageable so far. Just take your time stepping up. You can see how nice and dry it is. So anyway, working our way up this rib, somewhere to that ridge that you see high above us. Still a long way to go. So just an example, totally not needed, but I'm gonna use it to take some pressure off my legs. And if it were muddy, it would help. for sure, especially on the way down. But yeah, it's a little muddy here. We have another rope. Whoop. We have another one. Ah. We got ropes everywhere. What the hell? We have a fence. Man, this is a hard push. It's gonna continue to be that way too. Fence. Looks like it tames out temporarily. Here's your ridge up there. Or maybe this is the ridge we just hit. And now we gotta go up the main ridge. I'll check the map and I'll let you know. Yeah, so we just gained the main ridge at that fence. We're about 2,700 feet. So it's about 850 to 900 feet up that steep rib. I'm putting my phone in a new bag. Where's your view out? Not bad. My phone screen's already all wet. I don't know how to, again, I don't know how to prevent it. So it looks like we have a short little rest here going along the fence. But then we're gonna go straight up this thing, probably another 800 to 1,000 feet. So yeah, shirt is almost fully saturated. Not quite, but it'll be there shortly. Just wanted to show you the view of the valley, or the whatever you call that down there. The ocean, the ridges. It's not that much to get up to this first point. So we're gonna have to continue to go up quite a bit above that. But it looks like maybe it just keeps going up and you just can't see because of the slope. That's probably what it is. Like we still have, you know, 11 to 1,200 feet to the summit, and up there is only 300 or 400 feet above us. So we're about 2/3 of the way up already. We're probably, I haven't looked, probably less than an hour in still, I'm guessing. This fence provides a nice handhold, take some pressure off the legs. And still not in the sun, which is awesome. So we've just temporarily flattened out. In case you thought you were off trail, there are a lot of pink ribbons, as you can see, everywhere to guide you. I don't know where else you would be except on this trail. So anyway, seems a little excessive that there's 20 pink ribbons in a 20-yard span right here. But that's where we gotta go now. Somewhere up there, and then I think it'll flatten out, and eventually we'll just gradually gain some more up to the summit, which is probably unseen, but I think that's kind of your summit block, so to speak, or summit plateau. So, little rest after a little hard 300-400 foot push. And now, how are we getting up this? I don't know, but I'm sure there's a way. Oh yeah, appears things are getting fun now. We got some boulders, some bouldering to do. Let's use it just to make sure I don't slip off this rock. I think I'm fine. They're pretty dry, but these are a little slick in texture. Yeah, that was a big step up. I think it's gonna be steep like this up to the summit plateau. Oh yeah, check this out. More fun on steps. At least you can put your hand behind it, which is nice. They're not super wide, but just in case you don't want the steps, there's plenty of ropes to grab onto as well, and steel cable and the like. I didn't bring my gloves on this trip, probably a mistake, because I'm gonna encounter a lot of this stuff, I think. This is just, I like the rocks turning into kind of a messy slope, maybe not, trail. Yeah, steep, gaining vert quickly, climbing up these 5 to 20 foot vertical walls. Yeah, so we're we're getting up, that's for sure. There's all sorts of ropes, which is, like I said, it's nice to take some of the work off your legs, but they're not neat. This is a slick section. I will say, interestingly, the most muddy it's been is up high, like here, which is somewhat counterintuitive. So yeah, this rock is kind of slippy. I think we're getting close to almost topping out. Maybe not, a couple hundred more feet. Then it'll be easier terrain, I think. Just came up this guy, came up to that ridge, and now straight up that guy, straight up this. Awesome. But don't look now. But looks like we're topping out. Get away from me, rope. The wettest, muddiest section definitely at the top. Now I think we just gotta walk across and maybe slightly up to your summit. Literally the first time I've seen the sun today. Can't see, I'm blinded. We've hit a gate, so that's cool. Yeah, this is cool up here. Kind of slightly different vegetation. But yeah, I think we still have a bit to walk to get over to the true high point. Hopefully it's marked somehow, because it's hard for me to tell at this point what the highest thing is. I don't have much of a view through all these shrubbery. I am in the thick of some type of rainforest. We have these planks. Reminds me of the logs on Mount Whitney when you get up near Lone Pine Lake. But yeah, I feel like I'm in kind of another world or a rainforest or something up here. Yeah. The brush is very thick. This is kind of the slowest part, even though it's flat. Yeah. So anyway, we have some planks, some of which are deteriorated, to walk on. All right, these planks are going on forever, and it's kind of annoying. This is honestly the hardest part of the hike, because I'm just romping through wet brush, hitting my head, getting soaked. Who knows what kind of bugs. There's these cool ferns. I don't know where the summit is. I guess I need to look at the map. I'm just walking flat across this thing with no real summit in sight. Maybe it's way over there. I mean, we're still a long way away. If that's, I see something with towers way up there. I mean, but it's pretty far. So that checks out, I guess. Because I said on the top there was like a good half mile at least flat each way. So yeah, it's just it's the least fun part of the hike. All right, the plants have given way to an official boardwalk, and we're near the mothership over there. Let's climb on top of that sphere. That would be cool. I'm just having to bend down, like my neck and my back are gonna hurt. Get us out of this. We're almost there. This might be a really boring summit. Well, apparently you can just drive up here, so that's cool. Is this really it? Am I just gonna stand? Do I need to walk along the fence? This sucks. It's the worst summit ever. Controlled area. I don't think I can go in here, but I guess I can wrap around the side. Yeah, this might be like one of the worst summits ever. We're still climbing. We've hit some type of gate. Looks like we're allowed to go through here, I think. Yeah. Oop. There we go. Yeah. All right. Look at the views. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Where's your official summit? I'm still going up slightly higher. Looks to be about the high point right around here. So we're definitely gonna call this the summit. But great views all around, as you can imagine. I guess I'll go around just to show you the views over there. Look at that coastline. Pretty epic. Yeah, so it looks like you can probably walk along this whole thing. It actually gets pretty muddy and messy. But yeah, there are all your views. I don't know if I'm gonna walk around the whole thing or not. Do I need to? I don't think so. Do I want to? And not particularly. I don't know if I want to be down in the wet muck or up here. But by the way, to get up before I had to walk across the flat planks, it's about 90 minutes. So I think that's pretty good. Yeah, see here, it gets messy, so you'd have to walk. I mean, you wouldn't have to, but you'd want to walk up here. So is it necessary to walk around here? I don't think so. Here's your views. I'm gonna go back over there and drink some electrolytes and eat a Cool Mint chocolate Cliff Bar. So, Ka'ala, just over 4,000 feet, the highest point, I believe. I didn't fact check that, on Oahu. I hope it is, or else I'm gonna look like an idiot. So anyway, best view is kind of here. I meant to show you this sign. Established in 1981, Mount Ka'ala Reserve, 1,100 acres. Yeah, Oahu's tallest peak, 4,025 feet. I might put the GoPro in my bag on the way down, because it gets annoying on my head, plus my head's so wet. I'm constantly bumping into branches, so I showed you the whole way up. I'll just put it on again. All right, so I just took the camera back out. We're basically back down to the dirt road, which turns to a paved road. There's your sun shelter. Saw a guy on the way up. So there is one other person doing this today. But I hammered that descent, the steep descent. I was just hopping down the rocks like it was nothing. So I'm feeling pretty good. This is the best hike I've had. My shirt, my clothes, I guess my shorts aren't completely saturated. Maybe they are. All right, only a couple 100 meters of dirt road that we had. Now we're spit out onto the paved road. Yippee! So it is, like I said, it is a little steep in some parts, but more or less, I'm gonna be able to cruise down this. Speed bump for, I don't know, for vehicles going down, I don't know. I should have worn my bucket hat, but I haven't been in the sun too much. I'll wear it for the next hike. Look at these gorgeous views out to the coast. All right, we're back. They opened the gate because there's a bunch of people. There's like 50 to 100 people up there. I don't know exactly what they're doing. My car's still here. There's school buses, all sorts of kids. I don't know if they're planting something. Field trip hike up to the top. Probably kill some kids. But yeah, the car's here, so that's good. Let's give you a time check. Yeah, that was a nice, pleasant hike. That was probably about 3:15, give or take, all in. I don't know the exact minute I started. I think it was about 3:15. So, pretty happy with that. There are already clouds rolling in. You can't see where the summit is. I have no idea where it is. Anyway, on to the next one.